Good morning, millennials, and welcome back to The Toast. Happy Tuesday from the Hamptons.
Swirly summer.
Moldy summer
Has begun.
Now, people sounded off in the comments yesterday, and they really let us know the dangers of, mold is not something you could joke about.
Well, we found a way.
Found
a way.
Oh, okay, Dan Schneider.
It's giving Dan Schneider. No, we found a way to joke about mold, but we have made some progress. A teeny bit of progress.
I ordered a mold home test kit from Amazon.
And we called a mold inspector
Specialist.
who I was like, can you come out and check our house for mold? He gave us a price quote that was a little too much.
Because this is a joke, but it's also real. And if it was going to be I had in my mind a certain amount of money that I was willing to spend on this joke.
No, but it's not for the joke. It's just to rule it out so that we can move on. Clear conscience, but it's too much money just for peace of mind. So we tabled it. However, he did share some of the symptoms of mold toxicity with us. And he really hit the nail on the head. However, they're also kind of flu-like symptoms, which is also what we're suffering from. So are we sick or do we have mold? It's really hard to know.
Once again, though, we are survivors.
But really, he said brain fog.
And that was Jackie's ears perked up.
Because that's what I've been trying to say. I feel like I can't think. I feel like I'm not me. But that is also a symptom of just cold, flu. Everyone's saying COVID because I can't taste or smell. So again, cold, flu.
Yeah. Once again.
And we just had COVID.
Once again, we're going to be okay. Give me your hand.
Did you have COVID?
I don't know.
Remember when I had it?
You can't get COVID if you never get tested. I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. We're going to survive. We're going to be okay. The Lord is testing us. I mean, I don't want to spoil what happened right before we started podcasting, but I'm going to clip it for our social media so you'll all find out.
No, let's talk about it. Because
we're being tested.
Knowing us, we're going to forget to clip it because there's going to be so many hysterical moments from the show today.
Okay, let's talk about it. We sat down.
We were ready to go. Claudia had the brilliant premonition to say Ben was recording GG's in here yesterday.
Let's triple check.
My mic was muted. He's trying to silence me. We almost did this entire episode with a muted microphone. Just be so thankful that you have, God willing, an episode today.
And then let me tell you why it was even more frustrating, because when Ben was getting set up, he was like, what do I need to do? I'm like, just plug the memory cards in. He's like, and mute one of the microphones. And I said, you actually don't need to do it. This is a very controlled environment. The sound audio is actually, the quality, we haven't even talked about our sound quality being so good while we're in the Hamptons. I said, you having one extra microphone turned on is not it's not worth, the potential risk. So he said, okay. I literally told him not to do it, and he still did it, and didn't undo it.
No, every single piece of content.
We have to play a prank.
Every single piece of content that he's creating in this house is ruining our shared experience.
Okay, I have to text him. Oh my God. Did you mute one of our microphones, ? We just wrapped and we only have one.
No, don't start lies. Say, did you mute one of our microphones and forget to unmute it? That's still, we're in truth zone.
And forget to unmute it?
His stomach is going to drop into his butthole.
No. Well, who was it? Etta James who said, unforgivable.
Unforgivable. Yet you continue to allow him to use our space, to use our equipment.
No, and I blame the listeners, because if you guys just stopped listening to their podcast, they would have no episodes to record.
It's so true.
So why don't you stop listening, and then our audio will remain premium.
Yeah.
What are the stories like today? Irrelevant? I don't know if it's just the fact that I'm happen for the first time ever, I'm taking a month off in the summer, even though I'm working, but you know what I mean? I'm just kind of unplugged. Or it's just nothing going on this summer.
Well, it's summer. It's always a lull, but also we're not super plugged in. But the stories are Dece, not the worst, not the best. Dece.
Okay.
DESE. CE.
Dece nuts.
That's the mold.
That's the mold. You know what else must be the mold? Because I know you would never, ever try to hurt me.
What?
Your mic flag is upside down.
No, but I keep rotating. I keep going like this. This is a 360-degree experience.
Okay.
See, sometimes I'm like this, and now it's right side up.
As long as you're not trying to hurt me.
Me? Never.
Never.
I reserve that for your husband.
Yeah, no, we have to get him back. Much like Taylor Swift and Olivia Rodrigo.
Just leave the text as it is.
Okay. And let the chips fall where they may. I think that's actually really good plan of action.
Yeah. Just make him panic. We don't even have to lie. That was just the truth. Sometimes the truth is the best lie.
No, I'm literally having brain fog because I was going to say something and I don't even remember. Oh, what I was going to say, totally separate. Jax and I have kind of a busy day.
We do.
Jax is joining me on her first soda method, right? Have you ever done it?
I literally introduced it to you. Yes, I've done it.
No, I know. I thought you introduced me to Hillary, but like...
No, I've done Soto Method.
Oh, you're familiar with the program?
I'm familiar with the program.
Oh my God, here I was thinking like I was like going to introduce you to like this whole thing.
No. I think it's a great program.
When did you do it?
She came and trained me at my apartment one time. And then
so you're like kind of like an angel investor.
Maybe 2 times I've done a training with her, and then the other time's just the program, but I don't like do it religiously like you, because I don't do anything religiously right now except like, you know, get through
motherhood.
the day. Except get through the day.
Except brain fog.
No, I'm just getting through the day religiously.
In a religious way.
And I bake bread religiously. And I have...
bake bread religiously.
I forgot. And I'll do it right after this episode, but your special birthday loaf needs to start today.
Yeah, I said I want... Screw the Carvel cake. I want candles in a loaf.
Well, you could have both.
Of course.
For the breakfast, we're going to have a loaf. I'm going to score it with a special Kojers design.
Yeah, if you could like learn on YouTube like how to make like a rose or something, you know?
Well, I would make it like a C for Kojers, even though I make a C on every loaf.
Yeah. Can you write Kojers?
It will depend how it proofs.
You know what? You said something on the podcast yesterday that I'm now like feeling is true. The mold is definitely like concentrated in this room.
Because we're like extra stupid.
I'm feeling particularly dumb. Like, I don't know, something. Yeah, no, this room. I don't know what it is.
Maybe it's the bright lights.
Maybe. It's also raining today, in case you can't tell by our gorgeous backdrop. It's a rainy summer day. I love a rainy summer day. Should we make a chili? An RSD. Okay, May. Should we make a chili?
That's what you say when you're feeling dumb.
What? Should I make a chili?
RSD.
Yeah, literally.
Should we make a chili?
She's thinking about it, and
didn't we just have chili last week?
We did. Ben made such a good chicken chili last week.
And honestly, would be really good with the SD. I can't taste anything though, so anything sounds good and bad. And it's like such a shame. Like, girl, eat lettuce and stop.
There is nothing worse.
Wasting the good food on you that you can't even taste.
We wasted the good food on you. There's nothing worse than losing your sense of taste. Like smell I can live without, even though they're kind of like you can't lose one without the other.
Right.
Taste, it's like seriously devastating.
No, and like we were at the farm stand. I brought all these fresh wares. I'm making an Italian camper today, which is like tomato mozzarella on a fresh slice.
You're making what?
The Italian camper.
The tomato
mozzarella.
The what?
I don't.
Your Italian camper. Say it.
Tomato
say
mozzarella.
It like mozzarella. That's not how Italian camper would say it. She'd say the mozzarella. Say it.
No.
Why can't you say
I don't like doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. And by the way, at the end of the day, like we don't even talk about this on a serious level. Like you and I are so different.
We are like,
and it's crazy that we get along. And I think we've said this before, but like if you and I weren't related, like we just knew each other from school, like we would fucking hate each other.
We've said that like about when we were growing up, like we wouldn't.
Well, that's for sure. But I think even still,
saying now, like we were two.
No, I deadass. I don't think I would like you.
Say we were two like influencers, like doing our thing out in the world, and like I saw you in your content, and like you saw me in mine. Like,
okay,
would you want to meet me?
It's hard for me to answer that question because in this scenario, like, am I molded in the eye of you? Do you know what I mean? Like, my life, like who I am right now, like is heavily inspired by you. So who the hell would I be?
Right.
I think you would probably be the same because you have like, you know, a thick moral compass and like I'm just sort of like willy-nilly out here doing what other people say. But like, I don't know who I would be without you.
For sure. No, but I think just think of it more abstractly. Like you would just be like, you know, you would still be girl with no job. You would still be.
Okay, so let me say this.
Oh, I had a rebrand idea for you.
Okay, wait. I'll say this. I definitely like would like and follow you and like listen to your podcast, but I do think like I might have unfollowed you a couple of months ago. Just like
with the bread.
With the bread. No, not even the bread. Just like the lifestyle shift into like moving to the suburbs, making bread, mommy things are just so like not this. I might have unfollowed you.
Yeah, but then you'd be following me again in like
a couple of years.
And
you probably would have unfollowed me being like, this alcoholic like needs to get her life together.
Do I unfollow alcoholics who need to get their life together?
I should hope so.
Who am I unfollowing these days? No, I guess the only people it's a little drastic to unfollow unless you've offended me.
Yeah, no, so I unfollow the terrorists.
Barring offense, the only people that I would unfollow like are people who are seriously like so boring. Doing nothing on a given day.
Like who are crazy, like are entertaining.
No, and it's like not growing, like taking the same pictures, like seriously doing nothing, giving nothing, like working so hard, editing like a photo. And it's like, girl, like get a life.
Should we
get out there and live?
Should we be brave and say the last person we unfollowed?
Sure, but how would I know that?
You don't remember like who you just unfollowed?
Barring offense.
Barring offense or offense.
Or offense.
I mean, I never followed Mark Ruffalo, so I was Mark safe.
my brain fog, like I actually can't even think, because I would share.
I had to unfollow this girl, which was really sad because I really liked her and she's like a hot new thing on social media. And she like followed me on Instagram. So I followed her back. I was like so excited, like the cool young person. And then I was like watching her stories and she like posted like, just went through like an unfollowing spree of people who really annoy me. Like, sorry if you didn't make the cut. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I made the cut. And lo and behold, she unfollowed me. I'm like, this fucking bitch. And I was like sad because I enjoyed her content. I unfollowed her back.
I also feel
and wait, the plot thickens. She refollowed me like a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not playing this game.
With you. No,
she's obsessed with me. I'm not playing this game. I'm too grown for this. I'm turning 30 tomorrow. I don't want to talk about it.
I feel like I still follow a lot of people who we've had on the show here, who like used to be on The Bachelor or on some show, and I still follow them out of respect. And then every once in a while, I'm like, does this person even still follow me?
Oh yeah.
And then when they don't. Goodbye.
Like, I said, good day, sir.
Thank you. I don't know how to get out of this cycle because I don't want to be rude. Like, I'm sorry you're not on The Bachelor anymore. Like,
that's not your fault.
But like, I'm not going to take away. Like, I'm not going to be a part of the cycle. Like, so I stay supporting. And then I'm like, wait, you don't even follow me anymore?
Right before this conversation, you were about to say something
for your rebrand.
Oh yeah.
I've got it. Because I know you like don't want to change girl with no job.
And by the way,
like, something's got to give.
According to Jackie, I'm like happy with where I'm at.
You need to modernize.
Okay, what?
Girly with no job.
No. Let me tell you why. One, it doesn't change anything. Two, I just then like lose my handle. Do you know what I mean? That's incredibly stupid. And three, like if I ever am going to change my username to something that's not Claudia Oshry, it's going to be Turdy Lou. So.
Oh, no, it should just be Claudia Oshry. But I've rested my case on this. Like I'm not pushing for the rebrand every day like I was. You know, you got to know when to pick your battles, when to hold them and when to fold them. And I've seriously folded them. But I was just thinking that the other day, like she's girly with no job.
Kevin Federline. No, what's his name? Kenny Rogers, who wrote that song. You got to know when to hold them. By the way, why do you know that song?
I didn't until you just sang it.
You don't know that song? You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them?
I guess technically I do, but like barely.
They like sing it in TED.
Like, and you could have given me 100 guesses of who sings that, and I wouldn't have ever guessed Kevin Federline.
You never would have guessed that it was Aaron Rodgers' dad?
No, I never would have.
Huh.
I wouldn't have even known that it was a song, really. Like, I thought it was just a saying by Flaubert. Really, Flaubert?
Really, Bert. We also have a live show in T-minus 2 days.
Do we have one or two?
This week?
Mm-hmm.
One.
Okay, that's what I thought. And Zach was telling me I have two. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. You know nothing?
No, but I was like, oh, I guess I have two then.
Honestly, while we're out here, we should book another night at the West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center. You don't have to participate. You can sit in the audience with your children. What I've learned through my time here is that your husband and I are an unbeatable force when it comes to kids' entertainment. And I seriously think like Miss Rachel, like being a communist and like not wanting to make money, like good for her. Couldn't be me. Like if I cornered the kids market in the way that she did, like games, puzzles, backpacks, video games, board games, like you could not stop me and my Walmart partnership. And I think I might have found the key to my success when it comes to dominating the kids' entertainment space, and it's your husband. He doesn't get in my way. First of all, he always is like a supporting instrument. He does drums on the mouth. He also just got a great sense of rhythm.
He beatboxes.
He beatboxes. What did I say?
Drums on the mouth.
Drums on the mouth. Thank you. He doesn't really want to be a star. He's very much happy to be like a supporting act. And he's
been hard for you to find over the years.
Huge.
Actually, I guess that's like me too. Like,
no, I mean, but like look at Miss Rach and like all her counterparts. Like they're slowly eclipsing her. And I don't want that for my brand. Like I want, no, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Work partnerships can be delicate. So I think I've gotten something really special. I don't know what like our traveling choir's like name is. Like Turdy and the Jets, maybe. Turdy and the Zets. I'm working on it. We're working through it. And I just think my time, like to billionaire status, I always said like, I'm going to be the next female billionaire who didn't inherit it or marry into it. I think this might be it. Because just, you can be sure of one thing in this life. And it's like, if I ever got to level Miss Rach did, like I wouldn't squander it in the way that she did.
Squander.
Like I would not be out here.
She does well because, you know.
Of course, no, she lives well, but like not in the way that she really could have. Like if Miss Rach was a capitalist, there would be Miss Rach. Like I would do albums, like because kids are obsessed with like certain music to listen to in the car. So I would do pre-recorded albums.
Making toys, and then the toys that they're playing with on the show are the ones that people buy in their house. Like it writes itself.
Like the end game is a theme park. Like there are so many iterations, and like okay, keep making your YouTube videos. You know, it's just like for me, and I respect, like, I guess it could never be me. And that's why just make sure to follow Turdy and the Zets when we come out with our first launch. When we launch, yeah.
So you would do like a matinee at
like a 4:00 West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center where like Zach and I just
at
like
the
Wabak, where Zach and I just like wild out on stage, and then I take a break. Turdy Lou and the GSNO.
Oh, cute.
Yeah,
cute.
Yeah, just an idea.
Okay, I support it.
I support you.
Do you? You would have unfollowed me.
No, she's still harping on that, but like. Jackie, you can't even lie and say that, like, if you didn't know me, you would have unfollowed me, like, maybe, like, 1 or 2 years ago.
Oh, back to this original conversation. Like, no, because I all the creators that I are similar to or were similar to at a certain time, I still follow.
Okay.
Because you know I love my memesters.
That's true.
And I can't quit them. And I know you're not a memester anymore, but, like,
I'm a humor content creator.
I still support my memesters.
Wow, that's huge for the meme community.
Yeah, I'm the last one.
Speaking of comedy, Hannah Berner's Netflix special drops today. I'm like, if I had 5 minutes to watch something,
to watch anything,
I want to watch
that.
it.
But we just started DCC.
We never made it. We didn't even finish. We're on the 2nd episode,
and we are really excited to get back to that. You know, probably in 3 years.
Yeah,
and then we can watch Hannah Berner's special.
And then we can watch Hannah Berner's special.
We should actually start a content list for this trip specifically because we'll forget. So,
no, and we've just been bad with our content, but I do want to see that.
No, we are going to get back into our content era.
Content is important to us. Clearly, we're content creators.
Where is my content list?
DCC.
Hold on. I have to search by Sound of Music because I know that's on
there. Yeah.
Hamptons content. Kardashians.
Okay, DCC. Hannah Berner. Great. Family Affair. I want to see that stupid Zac Efron movie.
I'm really hungry.
Oh, okay. I guess we're just changing the subject.
Are you hungry?
I'm really never not. You know, ever since like the post-Ozempic fatigue, like there's no time in which I'm not hungry.
The more I eat, the hungrier I am. Like I had a full dinner last night. A little ice cream cake.
Yeah, that was good.
And I can't even hack it till 11.
Well, don't worry about me. I already had a brownie.
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
That's why we're going to the soda method. So I think without further ado,
it is time for the Fast 5 stories that you need to know.
And the Fast 5 stories that you need to know are brought to you by Armora. You know that we're always on the lookout to strengthen our immunity, improve our fitness and metabolism, and elevate our skin. And we've recently discovered an incredible product, Armora. So Armora is colostrum. And colostrum is the first nutrition that we receive in life. It contains all the essential nutrients that we need in order to thrive. Armora specifically is a proprietary concentrate of bovine colostrum. It harnesses over 400 functional nutrients to strengthen your immune barriers and fuel cellular health for a host of research-backed benefits. Armora colostrum strengthens immunity, ignites metabolism, fortifies gut health, activates hair growth and skin radiance, and it powers your fitness, performance, and recovery. So many different benefits to getting into the routine of taking Armora, whatever you're looking for, whether it's skin health, whether it's fitness and metabolism, your gut health. I know a lot of people are really into gut health. Armor is just like an amazing option, especially if you want to get into like a good morning routine, and having, something that you do every single day can really help regulate your mornings, get you up and at 'em, feeling productive. And of course, all the different benefits like reactivating hair growth, glowing skin, fueling fitness performance and recovery, fortifying gut health, and igniting your metabolism. We have worked out a special offer for our audience to receive 15% off their first order of Armora when you go to tryarmora.com/toast or just enter code TOAST to get 15% off your first order. That's TRY Armora, ARMRA.com/toast. That's tryarmora.com/toast, tryarmora.com/TOAST. Today's episode is also brought to you by Quince. Whenever we're gearing up for our next trip, deciding what to pack is always so stressful. The clothes we have either don't fit, are worn out, or just don't match. But then we discovered Quince, which is our go-to for high-quality vacation essentials that we'll be packing for trips to come. I did pack my favorite Quince cardigan for this trip. Actually, I almost wore it today because I'm just feeling a little chilly and not really in the mood to show my arms, but I was deciding to be brave. But I don't do it for the accolades. So Quince, Jackie and I are always talking about like building a closet that's full of good pieces, a capsule wardrobe, not disposable clothing, not clothes that won't last past one season, really good, well-made clothes. And Quince is a perfect place to do that in an affordable way. So they have premium European linen dresses, blouses, and shorts from $30, washable silk tops, premium luggage options, and so much more. The best part is that Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because they partner directly with top factories. They're cutting out the cost of the middleman and passing the savings on to you. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes, which we love. So pack your bags this season with high-quality essentials from Quince. Go to quince.com/toast for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/toast to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/toast. If you watched our last couple of like closet vlogs, you know that Jackie and I are like really focused on building a wardrobe full of like premium pieces, things that we'll have for years to come. And Quince is the perfect place to do that. I have cardigans, pants, sweaters, everything I have from Quince, I absolutely love. Today's episode is also brought to you by Built Rewards. So listen up if you rent. Do you feel like you're stuck in this loop of endless rent payments, just watching your money vanish into thin air? Well, it's time to turn that rent game around and start earning some serious rewards, and that's where Built Rewards comes in. So Built is breaking ground as a first rewards program that hooks you up with points on your rent. So even if you're still rocking old school rent check vibes, Built Rewards has got your back. They will mail the check for you. It's basically like having a personal rent paying assistant. Every month you can pay your rent and then watch the points roll in from Built, and you can use your points on really amazing rewards like jetting off on a dream vacation. They have a flight or hotel partners. They have over 500 airlines and over 700,000 hotel and property partners. You can use your points on fitness studio classes. You can redeem it towards a future rent payment, towards a future down payment on a house. You can pay rent hassle-free through their app. And it's just like, if you rent, you know, it's the most painful thing on the planet, just watching money burn down the toilet every single month and getting nothing in return for it. And so this feels long overdue. I've been a Built Rewards member for quite some time. I also am an early investor in this company. Yeah, that's right. I invest. So earn points by paying rent right now when you go to joinbuilt.com/toast. That's joinbilt.com/TOAST. Joinbuilt.com/toast to start earning points with your rent payments today.
Thank you, Turt.
You're welcome. And thank you, Built, for sponsoring today's episode.
Her first story, Lindsey Hubbard is answering all of the questions that we had yesterday about the timeline of her pregnancy.
It's almost like she listens to this podcast and then, you know, makes content accordingly.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lindsey Hubbard posted a rare picture of her boyfriend, her mystery man, while outlining her pregnancy timeline, but she did hide his face with an emoji.
It's giving Jamie Lynn Spears, like, putting emojis over her kids' faces.
No, because she did that after we had already seen them.
Yeah, no, they were in the public eye for 15 years, but put an emoji on their face.
And then tomorrow don't. And then the next day do. Like, it's giving willy-nilly, which is Lindsey Hubbard is
Would
not.
never, ever be.
So she shared a couple key dates in the life
timeline
of Lindsey Hubbard that were very helpful to us. So first picture was a wedding in Mexico on April 6th, and she said that was right when she found out. Then here are all the things that she's done since while she's been pregnant. Glamour magazine photo shoot, Spotlight magazine photo shoot, and we are actually in the magazine, and we were supposed to be in the video, but we just wound up in the magazine.
Yeah, but not in the video.
No, just the magazine. We're happy to be there.
Yeah, it's like a local Hamptons kind of big deal magazine. Lindsey Hubbard's on the cover, and if you open it up to like the very last page, there is a picture of your girls.
It's a spread. It's giving
It's a spread. We spread them. We spread them for the magazine.
It's giving cover girls on the inside, not on the outside.
On the inside, yeah. It's giving centerfold.
Yeah. Then a wedding in Portugal where he was there to help, and that's where she covered his face. Watch What Happens live appearance, Summer House reunion taping, Something About Her opening, wedding in Italy, Kleinfeld Again launch, which, you know, we also lauded. Wedding in Colorado, and the Spotlight magazine cover party, which considering we were inside the magazine, it's weird that we weren't invited to the party.
When we're literally in the Hamptons, but okay.
And that
noted.
was, it was on 6:30. It was the day before we got out there.
We could have come.
I don't know.
I appreciate this. I think the point she's trying to make is like, I am Wonder Woman. Look at all the things I did while in my first trimester, which they say is extremely difficult. And two, like, thank you. I just wanted to know, like, if you knew you were pregnant at the reunion while dealing with all this bullshit. Yeah. And honestly, it makes sense. That's how she remains so calm.
Yeah. And I'm glad that she was able to, but she's such a queen for sitting there and dealing with this bullshit.
Onslaught of idiocy.
And I hope everyone feels bad, even though they probably knew that she was pregnant, because even then there were those rumors. And then I remember I'd heard the rumor that she was pregnant, but I watched the reunion and I'm like, she doesn't seem it.
Right.
So if we had heard it, well, we had heard it after, I don't know when we heard it, but they probably knew. All's to say they might have known.
I don't think so, actually. I guess though, if like we had heard it, whatever. Like, I'm just happy for this queen, you know?
Yeah, me
know
as
that
well.
I am.
So she talked about her relationship and that she was not planning to conceive. She said it's a lot of pressure on a new relationship, but I think because he's the right man, because we are so bonded and connected and communicate very effectively with each other, it hasn't felt like work.
And they dated previously, right?
Yes.
This is like an ex.
No. Like they met in a romantic setting, but like didn't go further than that.
Got it.
And then when they reconnected, like because of the timing and everything, and then they matched again on an app and they were like, oh, you again. Cute. I like you. That's always a good way to meet.
Yeah.
Timing is everything.
And she will not be revealing his identity. Is that correct?
She said because of his job in biotech investing, he needs to maintain privacy.
It's just crazy how you can one day be engaged to somebody who wants to, act and open a sober sports bar and doesn't have a real job. And next thing you know, you're starting a family with somebody who works in biotech finances. What was it?
Biotech investing.
Correct. And that's why you should just never give up on your dreams, like for real.
Yeah. And then when asked about what Carl's reaction to this would be, she said, his emotions are no longer my responsibility. It's just not my problem anymore.
Facts. I seriously actually feel bad for Carl. Like every time I see a picture of him on social media, he's like, to me, he just looks like someone who's deteriorating.
No, and also like this season has been a referendum on his influencing.
Yeah.
And so
every time he tries to pay his bills and like does a brand partnership, he gets roasted.
But like, it's not good.
No, with further proof that like, it's not just a job anyone could do. People say like, I could be an influencer. Really? I don't think you could.
And I feel like because there's such a magnifying glass on his influencing, which, it's a little unfair, but that's just where the chips fell. And there's a magnifying glass on hers as well.
Yeah.
But she's crushing it. And like, he maybe should hire a social media manager because like what we're seeing is not the greatest.
I personally, I don't think he's at a place where he's bringing in enough revenue to hire somebody to do the job.
Okay, what about like an intern, Sewing in Morgan style?
I just think like reality stars and influencers who hire unpaid interns, like it's seriously not okay.
No, nobody actually does that except for Sewing in Morgan. That's why it was so funny.
No, people do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you get school credit for interning for an influencer?
I don't think they're like an accredited institution, but
how can then you be an intern? Like, what is an intern getting if not credit?
Experience. That's the whole point of internships. It's literally such a crock of shit. Like,
I feel like that's illegal now.
Well, ever since that group of yellow belly losers sued Vogue for being unpaid interns in New York State, I do believe it is illegal to be an unpaid intern, but payment can be considered a credit.
Right.
It can be considered like a per diem for lunch, like a Metro card. There's like loopholes.
Internships are so crazy.
Internships are the modern MLM.
No, it's modern apprenticeship.
No, let me think about it's slave labor with like a better branding.
Perhaps, but like an apprentice back in the day, like used to be, you would apprentice with the local tailor. You would learn his trade from him.
Yes,
he would
actually
teach you his skills, and then you could open up your own shop. Like that's a nice thing.
By the way, 1,000%.
Why would he spend his time like paying you and teaching you? Like experience is a valuable commodity. And how can you get a job that requires experience if you don't have any experience?
I just think like the jobs these days are not as hard as like being a blacksmith.
Like when you're interning as a marketing manager. Like
that's something like you can learn on the job.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's not an actual like a skillful trade. Because I think also like a lot of us are doing marketing in our everyday life.
Right. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm constantly marketing.
Well, we are marketers. We've always been marketers.
And we always will be.
Like no matter where this thing goes, like, we will go back to our marketing roots.
That's who marketers gonna market,
No, but that's seriously like I'm joking and I'm serious. Like that's who we are.
I'm not joking. Like I'm a marketer by trade.
The word marketing and like the concept and the industry of marketing.
Fake, not real. But it is,
It's so crazy. It's just like
I just think everybody who like got into marketing like thought they were gonna be Matthew McConaughey in 10 Things I Hate About You. No, what's the movie called? How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Mm-hmm. Like frost yourselves. Like you would be out here with your buddies, like coming up with slogans. And quite literally, that's like one person's job in an industry of millions.
No, and it's like everyone's doing like we need like so many people to come up with frost yourself.
Right. And it's not even a good slogan. And I see so many bad slogans out here like every single day.
Like it's just like the marketing hamster wheel.
I'm gonna grab a tissue. Like, feel free to talk to everyone. I'm not in the mood to edit this episode. Like, what do they say? It's a stream of consciousness.
It is a stream of consciousness. Well, I guess just all's to say, I'm really happy for Lindsey Hubbard in earnest, and I'm really curious to see what this season will entail, considering the cast is coming back and she is pregnant, and I hope everyone can be like a little fucking nice to her for 1 second.
By the way, did I tell you not to leave your coffee on this couch?
You did, but then when you said it, I realized I didn't leave a ring, so I kept doing it.
You ever blow your nose and like you have a whole new perspective on life? Mm-hmm. I just can't believe I sat here for so long, like needing to blow my nose, and I'm like, I seriously, I lay my life out on the line for this job.
Yeah.
My health. I feel so much better.
I'm happy for you.
Know that I am.
Oh, well, our next story is really akin to the conversation we were just having because The Devil Wears Prada sequel is in the works at Disney with the screenwriter Aline, Brosh, Mckenna in talks to return. So she wrote the original one. Disney is developing a sequel to the hit 2006 movie starring Meryl Streep as Miranda Priestley. The original film's screenwriter, Aline Brosh McKenna, is in talks to return to pen the next chapter. Who from the original cast will return is not clear, but the storyline reportedly follows Miranda as she navigates her career amid the decline of traditional magazine publishing and faces off against Blunt's character, now a high-powered executive for a luxury group with advertising dollars that Priestley desperately needs.
Okay, the garbage is being picked up.
Yay, we have a lot of garbage.
It's so crazy how, like, living in a house, I don't live in a house, and you might know this, like, the fact that you have to pay to have your garbage picked up is insane. Do you do that at home?
I don't know.
Like, is that not just a public service? Like,
right.
There are all these adult things I'm learning, like
that
living in a
like
home.
A Hamptons thing.
Okay, because that's really crazy.
Yeah.
And, like, it was expensive, too.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Oh, I will say the premise for this movie, like, does sound good. Like, Miranda, it's true. Like, when you think about the hypothetical character of Miranda, she doesn't have long years in this industry. It's, like, flailing. So there's there. I just think, like, sometimes it's okay for things to be left alone, especially things that are perfect, like The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, and I think if they do this and Meryl Streep returns and Emily Blunt returns, I think it will be really quality.
Me too.
And it'll be like a major cultural moment.
Yep.
But it will never recreate the magic of the first one. It will not be nearly as iconic, and I think that would only harm the overall legacy of the movie. But who cares when we can make like a couple $1 million?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, is this absolutely necessary? And I wish people would just work hard on creating new things. Like, nothing popular is new. It's all
Especially
rebooted, revamped, sequel. Like, what if you just wrote an original show?
No, but Devil Wears Prada was based on a book. So it's not even like there's a sequel. So just do another book, a different book. There are plenty of iconic books.
Not only iconic books, there are new books every day.
Yeah, and that are super popular.
It's just like enough. I'm like, I feel like everyone is so lazy. Everyone's phoning it in. Not us. Like, look, we just built a studio in the Hamptons. Like,
yeah.
I'm really getting tired of everybody being lazy.
And because we put out a piece of original violent content every day.
It seems like people are not being original nor violent in their work.
No.
Maybe that's because they're not leading ordinary lives.
No, they're not. That's legit the problem.
Yep.
They're being violent in their lives.
Yep.
When it should reserve the violence for the work and the ordinariness for the life. You're really onto something. Like, he was really onto something.
I agree. Like, the more we talk, the more I realize why you wrote it down.
Right?
Yeah. Who said that one?
Flaubert.
Oh, okay.
Really, Flaubert?
Really, Flaubert. Really.
So we'll keep you posted on who's set to return.
Did you ever read the book?
No, because I saw the movie before I ever thought about reading the book. But I do hope Anne Hathaway does not return because I hate her character.
I hate her character too. I really hope her boyfriend doesn't return because he's the worst character in the movie.
Yeah.
But in order for the sequel to make sense, and if you think about how the movie ended, like, Anne Hathaway's character would be nowhere in this world.
Yeah, she would maybe be in the coffee shop like that she ran into Emily Blunt's character.
Not even, because she moved to Boston at the end.
I hope Giselle is in it.
That's like such an underrated thing. I'm so glad you brought that up. Like, I know she's not an actress by trade, but the way she was so transformed with that one pair of glasses in The Devil Wears Prada, I didn't even know that was
like Hannah Montana. Like, she really looked different.
Jackie, I didn't even know for many years that was world-renowned supermodel Giselle, which is just like a brilliant move, like marketing-wise. I believe at the time it was probably like a really big deal and was really smart. Like, Synergy, it's supposed to be Vogue. She's Giselle. The way I didn't like seriously, like, that pair of glasses, it might as well have been a full-blown disguise, a prosthetic face.
She could be working with
Emily Blunt
at her new
maybe
agency
they left.
They were friends and they were swirly. So no, you got a big job and then you start to hire people and you hire the people that you used to work with who were great at their job at your old job.
Or they like left and started this big agency together. Because like, what was Giselle's job in the movie?
Like, that's too dumb.
Why? Because Giselle had
I think she was another assistant, just not to Miranda.
Oh, you think she was another assistant? I thought she was like a worker, like someone
like a fashion editor,
like someone of decent importance.
A fashion editor,
right? Like someone who is more likely to have left and started the company than an assistant.
Not necessarily, but perhaps.
Yeah. What does Giselle say in the movie? Like, what is one of her lines about a hideous skirt convention? But no, that's Emily Blunt.
I'll Google it.
Like, Giselle does speak in the movie, and I feel like she has one iconic line. Oh, I know it. When she comes in after her makeover and like Emily Blunt is so mad, Giselle goes, "She looks good."
Oh yeah,
that's literally it.
That's so funny.
Are those the Chanel boots? Yeah, literally me.
So good.
Literally me with like my.
I feel
Amazon
like she could be in the next movie if she wanted to. Like, there's space for her. There's no space for Andy. There is space for Stanley Tucci.
Are you holding space for Giselle?
I'm holding space. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah,
love,
I am.
love.
I think that would be really fun.
I think it would be really fun and fresh.
And a great way for her to be like flex her creative muscles.
Do you think in the sequel she would have gotten contacts? Or she would put the glasses on?
I think she'll be wearing new glasses that are like the glasses of today.
Right, like more modern glasses. Those glasses are very early 2000s.
They're
like the
so
little
cute.
ones.
She looks amazing.
She is a supermodel, so
yeah, she better.
That's not shocking.
That's why we pay her the big bucks.
I have recently started quoting a line from Devil Wears Prada in my everyday life. I said it to you. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. Details. Do not bore me with details of your incompetence.
Oh, my God. Ben is such a liar.
Oh, my God.
No, I didn't touch them.
What?
You did, period. Jackie's mic was muted. Like, who does he think? Like, the microphone fairy came in and pressed mute?
This is your issue.
It's the lying.
Yeah. It's the gaslighting.
Oh, let the texts begin. You know, it's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And like free eyebrow, free this. I have to go to Sephora. But I think they give you the whole month.
Okay. But still, we're out here all month. So
I know.
You got to make time for that.
I don't even know what this place is, but I have a free complimentary brow wax, $10 off a service, or $5 off any product. What is this place?
I don't know.
EWC.
Oh, European Wax.
Okay, that's not an acronym. That's like crazy that they would expect me to know that.
Except we all knew.
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
I didn't know.
Okay, well, are you ready for our next story?
What number?
3.
Oh, yeah.
John Corbett says that it's been unfulfilling to be an actor in Hollywood and says he chose the wrong thing to do with his life.
That's like kind of crazy to hear from somebody who I feel like
is successful.
Not only is successful, but other actors probably are jealous of the fact that he's been like a working actor for 30 years. Like, that's really hard. And he's like famous, but also can lead a normal life. Like, it's kind of like the ideal. He probably makes a lot of money too.
Yeah. So here's what he had to say and why he feels that way.
Oh God. Okay. Yell at me, please. No, can you yell at me more? I want it more.
Before we like judge what he said.
No, keep yelling.
Said it.
Yell.
The actor said it's been unfulfilling being a TV actor and that he chose the wrong career path in a recent podcast interview on Fly on the Wall with Dana Carvey and David Spade. He said, look, I'm in the 4th quarter of the football game now, in life and in showbiz. It's just a fact. So I can reveal now I picked the wrong fucking thing to do with my life. I've made a lot of money. I live in a beautiful home. People come to me at every restaurant I go in. So much for that normal life.
Yeah.
I'm a friend of the world. But as far as a fulfilling creative work life, I didn't write one fucking line. I didn't write one joke to make people laugh, so it's been unfulfilling on that level. He mentioned Emma Stone as someone he admires as an actor who was also involved in the creative process of putting a project together after producing the films Poor Things and Kinds of Loneliness. He said, I'm not collaborating with the writers. Have you ever sat in a waiting room of a doctor's office for like an hour and been like, what the fuck? For me, that's what making a movie is like because I'm not part of any creative process. I'm not a movie actor. I'm really a television actor. And so that has to move quick. And that guy's got to make a million decisions. And we're not shucking and jiving and going out for wine after.
What the hell is he talking about?
And so I'm just at this point in my life. If something seems really, really fun, I'll say yes.
Okay. Like, tell me you're looking for something to complain about without telling me. Like, this is not relatable in any way. I thought he was going to say something more profound. And I just want to say, like, you can't call yourself a TV actor. Like, yes, what is he most known for? Aiden, which is a TV show. How does he afford his house? For being part of a $1 billion franchise called My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Like, please.
Really?
Yeah. You know, My Big Fat Greek Wedding is like one of the biggest movies ever made financially. It was Josh Peck was explaining it to me once. And that like Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson like financed it or something. They're like producers on it. And like, that's how they made their money. Like so many people got rich off My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Is that weird?
That is weird.
So please.
Yeah. And I guess like what he's saying is he didn't get the opportunity to be violent and original in his work. And he's lived an ordinary life and done ordinary work.
I just don't think his work can be considered as ordinary. Like being a part of a cult fan favorite show.
Isn't acting the art? even if someone else wrote the lines, like that's always been what acting is. You go up on the stage, like even you read Shakespeare's words, but you're the actor. Like maybe he's now realizing that he wanted more.
No, and this is like so Entourage. He hasn't given
nothing. And also he has made like, Aiden was lovable because he played Aiden. We could have had Adrian Grenier play Aiden. We would have hated him.
No. This is literally what happens in Entourage. It's like you get to a point where like you've acted a lot and like you need to write the screenplay and you need to direct. And everybody's like, you're literally one of the dumbest people ever. Like, no, just stick to acting. Why? Like literally why?
I know as us, we're saying like, why stop? Like go away. It's all the same. But clearly this is the trajectory for actors. Like first of all, it takes forever to find success. And if you ever do, then the next feeling of wanting that you'll have is to
No, and some people do it really well. Margot Robbie. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't realize Brad Pitt has been like more behind the scenes producing a lot of movies that some people have it. Some people don't. Such is life. John Corbett, why don't you go cry into your silk sheets in your mansion?
But also like he lights up a screen. Like not everyone has that.
The thing is,
I feel like he's like being one, like a baby
and hard on himself. No, the fact that John Corbett could like sit back and seriously complain about anything, like seriously shut the fuck up. He's the most handsome man on the planet.
But I think that's what, like, I don't think John Corbett, like, seriously is like tiny violins cry for me. But I think that's what happens on a podcast.
Yeah, you just like look for things to say.
You're looking for things to say. You're sharing your innermost thoughts. So like, here's a thought that he has. I don't think he's like needs everyone to know. Hey guys, I'm sad.
No, that's a good point too.
He's just talking about his life at a glance.
It's important to remember, like they had to fill the airtime.
Yeah, no, and it's like he probably said a million uninteresting happy things, and now here's his one complaint, and that's the write-up.
Yeah, because he's like wrong thing to do with my life. That's like the quote that they pulled. That really is like an unfair summation of what he said.
And I would like to know if he could do it all again, what would he want to do? Would it be like the producing and writing, or like being a craftsman producing something?
Like go be a craftsman and live in a studio apartment. Like please.
Yeah.
Please. Let's see what Ben said. He said he swears didn't touch anything.
You should say, do you think Romeo stepped on it?
Oh, he can come to the Soto Method with us.
Well, he's no longer invited.
Oh,
he
my God.
Sabotage us.
Oh, great. Pick us up at 12:30.
Ooh, my tushy.
All that to say this. Tiny violins.
Yeah. But also to say, I'm glad he's getting out in the podcast, letting us see like behind the veil of John Corbett.
What do you think is John Corbett's best work?
I have to go through it.
He has like a really impressive,
of course,
long
Raise Your Voice
IMDb.
comes to mind.
Correct.
But he was also in the Summer, whatever that movie.
Oh my God, yes.
Not The Summer.
To All the Boys I Loved Before.
Yeah. To All
Obviously,
the Boys.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding, Sex in the City.
Ramona and Beezus.
Never saw it. I just feel like
Sex in the
he's
City.
literally been playing a dad.
Raising Helen. I know that's what you would say.
Oh my God, I forgot. Wait, is John Corbett my favorite actor?
He is your favorite actor. And so your favorite actor is telling you that he's suffering, Claudia.
You're right, and I haven't been listening to him.
And you're not there for him.
I guess, but he's really not. Would you say he's a TV? Remember that TV show he had, Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll?
I think that, yes, I do. But I think that also he probably was in a big TV show that we're forgetting.
Yeah, like The West Wing that we didn't know about.
Yeah, exactly. Not to say he was in The West Wing, but it's giving West Wing.
Yeah, wait, let me find it.
Or like Walking Dead.
Like a show we are unfamiliar with.
Yeah, where it's like everybody's been watching and like he's the biggest thing on TV.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's not coming up in his IMDb.
No, I think so. I think he was in The Walking Dead.
I love this man. Thank you for reminding me. He's probably my favorite actor.
Great. Okay, so maybe you should support him in this hard time.
You're right. I take back everything I said.
And if he wrote and produced something, like tell him that you would go and see it. Maybe he should do it.
1,000%.
Are you ready for our next story?
I think a better question is, are you ready for our next story?
No, because today's episode is brought to you by Huggies Little Movers. Huggies knows that babies come in all shapes and sizes, and their tushies do too. Aw. Huggies has more curves and an outstanding active fit. Moms know that there's nothing worse than an ill-fitting diaper, especially for your active babies. It's so true. A diaper mishap, especially when one did not need to happen, is so frustrating, and Huggies is making sure that they don't happen. I love Huggies because I can rely on them to keep my Bebek covered while he moves around. Yes, it's true. The active fit, the curves, it melds to the curves. It has great leak protection. It's made of quality fabric, top quality fabric. It's really everything you're looking for in a diaper, and it's very reliable, and it gives you peace of mind, and that's why we love it. So Huggies Little Movers are curved to fit all curves, so my bebes feel comfy no matter how much they're moving around, and they're moving around a lot.
So true.
They also offer 12-hour protection against leaks, which is a game changer. It's seriously so true. We don't have time for leaks. We're having a swirly summer.
Right.
Get your bebe's butt into the best fitting diaper. Huggies Little Movers. We got you, baby. Also, they got you, baby. The Huggies Little Movers got you because, once again, they are the best diapers. They also have the cutest designs. We are in our Simba era, and Huggies is in their Simba era too, which is so symbiotic because sometimes the children don't want to put a diaper on, but when you say, hey, it's Simba.
Right.
Things change.
Today's episode is also brought to you by Game Time. Game Time makes getting tickets for concerts and events faster and easier, even if you don't buy tickets right away. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. So with killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guaranteed, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying concert tickets. So what's so great about Game Time? Let me tell you, really what they're known for is their last minute deals. You can save up to 60% off buying last minute tickets for sports, concerts, comedy, theater, and more. They've got flash deals, zone deals, views from your seats, also all in pricing. You'll be able to toggle this feature to show the total up front, which means no surprise fees at checkout. They offer the lowest price guarantee, or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. And they've got the Game Time ticket coverage. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. There's really no reason like buying tickets has become the sort of guerrilla warfare it has become. And Game Time is out here just like making it more civilized. Their features are amazing. Their sales are amazing. They have access to great tickets. It's a great app to always have downloaded on your phone in case you want a last minute, you can go to the Eras Tour if that's just like sort of what your life is like these days. So take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use our code TOAST for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code TOAST for $20 off. Download Game Time today because Game Time, it's last minute tickets, it's lowest price, and it's guaranteed. Thank you, Game Time, for sponsoring today's episode, and make sure to use our code TOAST for $20 off your first purchase once you download the Game Time app.
Thank you, Claude.
Well, what can I say? Seriously.
Our next story, a little book news. A celebrity is writing a memoir.
Who?
And it's Josh Gad.
Love.
He announces his new memoir that will publish in 2025, and the name is...
Okay, let me think. He is known for Olaf, Disney, Voice. What did he do before Disney?
Book of Mormon.
Okay, so he's like a Broadway king. What is it? Nothing comes to mind.
In God We Trust. Gad.
In God We Trust. That is a top tier name.
And then the subtitle is A Tell Some. I guess like instead of a tell all.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Josh Gad is very funny.
Yes. So Josh Gad, whose credits include voicing the snowman Olaf in Pixar's Frozen, as well as starring in shows like The Book of Mormon and Gutenberg.
And, excuse me, Le Pew. What's his name? Le Fou?
Gaston and The Wedding Ringer.
No, but what's his character's name? Le Fou?
Le Fou.
Okay.
Plans to pull back the curtain on his own life. Through his new essay collection, the Tony Award nominee will write about topics like his big break into the entertainment industry, mentorship from Robin Williams, and how others once doubted his success.
I would totally read this.
He will also touch upon personal stories such as how he struggled with his self-image and weight, as well as how his parents' divorce left a lasting impact on him. He said, after decades of reading other people's words, I've decided to write some of my own, and it's turned into my book, In God We Trust, A Tell Some. I can't wait to take readers on a journey tackling everything from a snowman to a Mormon to a grown man.
What do you think it's like to have like seriously made $100 million from like not even having to brush your hair?
Yeah.
Dream job.
Olaf has earned it though.
1,000%.
Like he brought something special.
Yes. Frozen was what it was for two reasons. Olaf and the music.
Yeah. And also Idina Menzel, Kristen Bell, you know.
No, I feel like seriously anybody could have done what Kristen Bell did.
I agree with that. I don't know if anyone could have hit "Let It Go" like Idina Menzel.
I agree. I wasn't going to say
Idina.
Idina.
What was so crazy about that song is like they also gave us the popular version with Demi Lovato.
Yep.
But the world chose
the original, which
version.
never happens.
Never happens.
Then there's also the Rascal Flatts version, right?
Oh, with Lucy Hale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is not ordinary, Josh Gad. And this actually sounds like a book that I would read. I love the title. You know how hard we can be on people with their titles. It's not as good as Memoirs of a Gay Shah, but it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I love Josh Gad. He's like seriously one of my favorite people. He's so cute. He's so Jewish. And like we stand like a Jewish king just writing a book about his weight. Like I can't wait to read that part.
Yeah. Also, you like short stories.
I love short stories. Garrett Giannetti's are the best. That's like the most recent short stories that I've read. Also, Tom Segura, but between you and I couldn't finish it.
I know, you're missing out.
Yeah, it wasn't a reflection on the book. I think it was more of a reflection of like me not being in the mood to read.
So it'll come out in January 2025, not too far away.
Pretty far away. That's a whole last year, but okay.
But in book time, someone announced a book that literally doesn't come out for 2 years.
It's so far away.
I forget who it was. So happy for Josh Gad. And I really am in my Josh Gad era because, as we said, like we're in our Olaf era. So he's just like always in my ear.
Yeah. And he is a Zionist. So we have absolutely no choice but to purchase this book. I'll probably purchase a physical and a digital copy just to support Jews.
Twice over.
Just to support Jews.
Maybe I'll choose it for the redheads.
Honestly, do it.
Are you ready for our fifth and final story?
So sad, yeah.
But you'll be excited about it.
Chase McNary's getting divorced.
By the way, did you see his new wife commented on her thing yesterday?
Oh God.
She said, someone showed me this episode and it's safe to say now I'm a toaster.
Okay. So she gets it. It's like a joke.
Yeah.
Oh God,
no, she loved it.
Okay, go ahead.
She loved it. And now she's a toaster. So when I asked the question.
By the way, it's good for business.
Yeah. Our fifth and final story is a little 5K news.
Okay.
Not about you, I'm sorry, but you can find a way to make it about you.
Okay.
Because Travis Barker is praising Kourtney Kardashian for competing in his Run Travis Run 5K months after giving birth.
Right.
Says she's a beast. So Travis was a proud husband at his inaugural Run Travis Run event in LA over the weekend. He hosted and ran a 5K event at the Kia Forum on Saturday where he was joined by his wife Kourtney. The run and wellness experience kicked off just 8 months after she gave birth to the couple's
Wait, that's literally
first
exactly
child.
where the 5K that I ran was with Travis.
So he obviously had an idea. So he said, my wife's a beast. She's never done this before. She thinks I'm crazy because some mornings I'll wake up and she'll be like, where are you going? And he's like, I heard there's a 5K, babe. I'm going to go run it.
Oh, that's literally what happened.
It's literally what happened with Two Bears, probably.
Yeah, because nobody knew he was going to be there. Literally, Travis Barker just showed up.
He completed the full 3.1 miles in under 20 minutes and adorably watched as she walked the finish line with some friends.
What was her time?
They didn't say.
No, he's the craziest runner, you guys. And everyone was talking about it at the 5K. Nobody knew he was going to be there. He was right at the front and he came in first, like before anyone else. And it was like a really fit group of people. Like it wasn't like hard, obviously not me, but like everyone else. Under 20 minutes is literally crazy.
Yeah.
That's like less than it's like 3 6-minute miles. Mm-hmm. That's wild.
Yeah, good for him. And I'm proud of Kourtney.
Yeah, no, that's fabulous. Like, it's so really important cute. When your partner has a passion to, like, indulge.
That's like
every
you
now
and
then.
Ben on the 5K. Like, you were the Travis, he was the Kourtney.
Yeah, except, like, Ben wasn't doing it to... Actually, no, he was. He was doing it to support me.
Except that I think Kourtney probably remembered to pack sneakers.
Hopefully.
And didn't, like, sprint in the front.
And
not be
like, ruin the whole day.
And then maybe also cheat.
Yeah. No, you can say that. I did say.
I think you've already... Yeah.
Yeah, Ben cheated the 5K.
Yeah, I don't think Kourtney did. So it's, like, kind of the same.
I really like these two.
I'm obsessed.
Like their intro to like they get a bad rap because they're always like licking each other.
I don't like licking.
Me neither. But at the end of the day, like they're so oddly traditional.
Yeah.
Even though the way that they look like the total opposite. I really like them.
No, I love them. I'm so in my Kourtney era, and I've been, and I love everything that I love hearing like bits and pieces of their life and postpartum, and it's just beautiful.
So what you're saying is that you're not going to unfollow her like you would me.
No, I'm not going to. I would sooner unfollow you before I unfollowed her right now. Like her content really serves me.
Okay, so I guess I was onto something earlier in the show when
I
said.
You want me to unfollow you.
Do it right now.
No. Do it. I don't want to because like I like seeing my earliest follows and that they're like true.
You're the first person I ever followed on Instagram.
To my life.
Yeah,
like that would be like latest follows, girl. That's so weird.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So that would be really weird. But maybe I should unfollow you just to start drama.
Oh my God. We kind of need that.
We kind of need that.
Like very call her daddy. Like will they, won't they?
Yeah. Like Jackie doesn't follow Claudia anymore.
Oh my God, let's do it.
Okay, but maybe we should do it when we should have done it this long weekend. Because we're going to be on the show again tomorrow.
And then I would have posted like nothing on Instagram and then one quote like about betrayal or something.
By Flubbert.
No, that would be like, yeah.
Like just because it's like coded. It's Jackie coded.
Yeah.
The toasters would know that's about me.
Yeah.
Okay, next time we have nothing to do and we
Let's
take
do
a few
that.
days off, let's do that.
I love that plan. So important to like have lists for things to do when you have nothing to do.
No, and just like have things to look forward to. Like I really look forward to the drama we're about to start one day.
But like we have to let people forget, you know?
Right.
We have to delete
You
this
didn't
episode
hear
in a couple of days.
You didn't hear this. Don't worry, I'm sure Ben will. I'm sure Ben will make sure no one heard this.
You guys, thank you so much for listening to the Toast Millennium Morning Show. We deliver the fast stories you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as podcasts and podcasts can be found on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, Castbox, all the places. Wherever you listen to podcasts, find us the Toast, leave a 5-star review about how beautiful, how stunning, and wickedly talented we are.
Love ya. Bye.